it's said that the reason that the human birth is such a great thing to have, and why it's seen as the pinnacle, the highest point of evolution, is because only human beings are able to attain self-realization, God realization. So, yeah, all humans absolutely have the ability not only to seek, but to find. Because remember, we're finding within ourselves. Does everyone have the ability to land on Mars or the moon? Well, if you were starting from birth, yes. But if we took everybody from where we are now, then no. I mean, we'd all have to go back to, undergraduate physics and begin all over again and take all those classes that we didn't take and follow all of the paths that we didn't follow and be a whole lot better at math than we were, and all of those sort of forks in the paths of our lives that happened, we'd have to rewind and redo them all over again. If the Indian Space Research Organization or NASA or anybody was looking for candidates to land on the moon or Mars, I know I would be disqualified. I imagine most of you probably would be. That most of us just don't have the scientific background. Probably we don't have the physical training that's required. But that's outer space. We're talking about inner space. And the idea of finding God, well, when we go deep enough inside, that's where we find God. I mean, we can also find God in a beautiful deity of Bhagwan Krishna, Bhagwan Ram, Shankar Bhagwan, the mother goddess. We can find God in a tree. We can find God anywhere. But we can also find God deep within ourselves. And so every single being, every human being, has that capacity. Absolutely. However, we have to look inward. And a lot of us, based on our karmic journeys, our karmic packages, sort of where we are karmically, well, we may not be in that place in this lifetime. This may be a lifetime in which, for whatever reason, we are focused on making a lot of money and just, making a name for ourselves and buying the things we want to buy and going to the restaurants we want to eat at and going to the clubs or the resorts or the vacation spots that we see advertisements for and we think, oh, I want to go. And there's nothing inherently wrong with that. It doesn't make those people bad. It just means that in the ultimate journey of life, they get to have an extra few steps to actually get to where we're told we are ultimately going, which is that realization. So don't feel badly if you find yourself just drawn over and over and over again. Like you just can't meditate. You have no interest. You just want to shop. Or, you just want to do something else. Don't feel badly. We keep coming back over and over and over again. Sort of refining our spiritual selves. So even those who feel like, I just can't meditate, I want to shop, or I just can't meditate because I I only want to think about sex, or I can't meditate because all I want to do is like plan my next murder. You still have hope. There still is hope for you. Like, don't despair. Recognize that you're on a different part of the spiritual journey, but that there have been so many people like you in the past who have actually found the power of incredible transformation in their lives. So never give up. I grew up in Los Angeles, and in Los Angeles we have so many earthquakes. And I remember one time we had some friends visiting from back east at my house, and my parents, and there was an earthquake. And it wasn't even a major one. I mean, it was a shake, but for those of us from LA, it wasn't such a big deal. And this person from back east completely freaked out, started screaming, sweating, eventually burst into tears, like, oh my God, an earthquake. And we all looked at each other and said, yeah, happens all the time. Sit back to dinner. Because we were used to it. Because we were used to daily life being interrupted every once in a while by an earthquake. You notice it. It doesn't shake you. It doesn't ruin the day. In the same way, when you notice these quakes, these shakes, these disruptions in the peace, the calm, the stillness that you've been cultivating, don't freak out. Just notice it. It's okay. It'll stop. And then you'll come back. Just notice it. Earthquake. Greed. Lust. Ego. Pattern from the past. Okay. Then you go back. And of course, you do the same thing that you do in an earthquake, which is you make sure that when it comes, that it doesn't sweep you away with it. So just like in an earthquake, even though it didn't freak us out, we all knew you stand in a door frame or you duck and cover. Just because you're used to it doesn't mean that you want to get swept up in it, injured by it. And in the same way, when these quakes that feel distinctly unspiritual and like they're taking us farther from God realization, when they arise, you anchor. Return to the breath, return to your mantra. If you need to shift the meditation for a moment from closed eyes to open eyes, looking at a divine image, you do whatever you need to be so that when the quaking comes, you're safe, you're grounded, you're anchored, you're stable. And then it passes and you're able to go back to that state that you've been in. So don't worry about it. It's part of the package deal of human life on this beautiful road that we're all walking together back to self-realization, God realization, whatever we call it. It's the same thing. But every one of us, regardless of how many earthquakes happen in your mind every moment, every one of us has the capacity for it. No one is disqualified. No one isn't good enough. No one isn't worthy. Doesn't matter what you've done. Doesn't matter what's happened to you. Everyone has that capacity. We just have to harness it.